Good morning, beautiful people. It is Monday, the 18th of May. Welcome to TDA, the day after your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by you wonderful people, the culture. I like we are every blessed morning. We're hosted by the supreme and very best. Please introduce yourself.
Why did you do that? We didn't know where you were going. But it's your girl Justine representing the Black Queens in the fitness scene. How you mean?
Christy, Queen of BOE.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, melanin jam-packed. Brent, you in the building?
Morning, everybody. Apologies for the tardiness. It is solely my fault. There were a lot of things going on today, plus the internet just popped down. And I had to reboot it and do a few little things in the backdrop. Anyway, I hope you all had a beautiful, beautiful weekend. A very eventful weekend. I hope you all attended the Tommy Robinson parade
It was wonderful.
/ protest. I hope you all caught a couple wines. And I hope you all are ready for the week ahead. It's going to be a very, very eventful week. Have you purchased your tickets? Your just
Hello, hi. Good morning, beautiful people. Hello. In 3 weeks, gracing the grass, AstroTurf, in that Fulham area. And I need you to join me. Let's join forces. So much. No, on a serious note though, guys, if you haven't got your ticket, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hello. It's going to be a good time.
We will all be there.
Hello.
I will not be in my spandex, but I will be there.
Can you come in okay, look. I know you're not coming to work out here, but just do me one favor. Can you come in activewear? Don't come in jeans. Please. Same goes for you.
Do combats work?
I said just
It's active.
activewear.
That's okay, active.
No. Let me, do you know what it is, yeah? I feel like in a space where majority are women, yeah, if there are men there that are not in activewear, you kind of look like you're a creep and you're there just to kind of, you know what I mean? But you're obviously coming to support me as my friend, which I appreciate. But I just don't want it to, do you know what I mean?
Isn't this activewear?
Perfect.
All right.
That's absolutely, just
Come
don't
on.
come in jeans.
Yeah.
Because if you come in jeans, it's like, you definitely didn't come here to, do you know what I mean? Whereas if you come just, if you look the part, ain't no shame in your game.
Ain't no shame in my game.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I hear that.
That's literally.
Sorted. All
But
right.
I did a men's only class last week, which was hilarious.
Tell us about it. I think I saw Yusuf there.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Why was it funny?
Because I feel my do you know what it is? I feel like men. Let me not say all, but I feel like when it comes to certain things, some men don't respect it. Like, I specifically invited like hench lifters, do you know what I mean? Who would look at that and think, that's baby food, that's light work. But they left with their words in their mouth.
So I saw some of the actions that Bamba man from South Africa normally does.
What, in my class?
Yes.
Not really.
You were doing
what, squats?
Yeah, over and over.
Yeah, that's
And then you're like moving like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Bamba man from South Africa.
No, it's not, because I was doing that before I saw the Bamba man from South
Serious?
Africa. Yeah.
All right.
Hello?
Well, he made it popular.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the men don't want to come there.
Because of him?
No, because of doing the bands and then the squats in that manner.
So this is what I said to someone yesterday, and they looked at me and was just like, I was like, you lot are all this wife for that pools generation, yeah, and you think doing brand work is suspect. I said, so when you're on a leg press and you're lying back and your legs are in the air and you're bringing your knees to your ears on a machine, that's not a compromising position. And everyone paused. I said, because you train legs on the leg press, right?
Even on a hacks machine.
So I was like, I didn't know exercise has a gender. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I was like, do we not all have glutes? Do we not all have quads? Do we not all have hamstrings?
I'm on a different flex. Remember, I said to all of you before, I used to have like a,
Big ass.
spider bum. You understand?
Not spider bum. Never heard that.
And if I start
The
doing
Ghanaian
that,
man.
it was even worse. I'm not even Ghana. And I'm tall as well. Do you understand? It's go pow. So I don't want to bring that back.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And that's definitely what's going to happen. It's not what
Not entirely though. I think my
homoerotic
thing
stuff.
is,
that is a plus.
I just think at the end of the day. So do you not do any leg work?
Yeah, I do. But I don't. It's not a compromising aspect of it. I don't care about that.
You just don't want a big. You just don't want to grow a big.
No,
ass.
man.
You're not gonna grow a big bum from doing one banded
I'm
class.
telling you, as soon as that
Bruv,
thing
your
is over.
jeans are not that lit, man. Look at you.
That's because I don't do it.
No.
That's because I don't do it.
Jeans are not lit. I hate people like you. You think after one banded session.
You know what? Let me stop talking. Let me just do it and then show you. Let me just do it and
Nah,
show
guys,
you.
you hear it? You think your
I'm
pump is
gonna get a just jeans
out of
band.
this world. Yeah.
I'm never gonna use AI.
No.
I'm not even gonna use
Oh, I
AI.
can't do it because after one session, my glutes are gonna be so big.
All right, I warned you.
Do you know how many girls are probably like? I'm one of those people rolling my eyes.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
That's
cool.
my delusion though, because I think after one squat session,
I'm saying the level of delusion.
No.
Very
After
different.
one session,
All right.
you think you're gonna be like, it's gonna be back there.
All right, just bear in mind I told you. And one day you're gonna start the show like, it is it.
What?
It is it.
This guy's
Right?
dumb. Would you do a banded session workout?
Yeah, why
I feel
not?
like Emmanuel will.
Yeah, of course.
The way that sounded, though. Yeah, of course.
I think he would. Actually,
You think I wouldn't?
no, I think
Why
he
not?
would.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
You know, in my house coming on the day when it's Joe Cool shorts.
Pardon?
He's coming on the day in his Joe Cool shorts.
Joe Cole. Joe Cole.
Joe
that?
Cool shorts.
Okay.
Let me show you. The men know.
And
The men know.
women like men with nice bums anyway, man.
Yeah, that's not go that far.
Yeah.
Is it, Christy?
No,
Yeah.
I said let's not go that far.
No, I do. I'm not gonna lie. You think I want to be with a man that has a flat ass? I'm trying to give my kids a chance. Sorry, my daughters anyway.
Come
Before
on.
they take their
Well,
dad's
with you
jeans.
and your lineage, I think you've got that covered.
No, but sometimes, sometimes you could take their dad's jeans and imagine it's flat as a pancake. My poor daughter. She will look at me and be like, you did me dirty. She will literally look at me like I did her dirty. So it can't be as flat as sandpaper. Just something small.
Something.
So she has something to work with. Do you know what I mean?
How was your weekend?
It was great. I went to a traditional.
How is it?
Yep.
The last time it is that you went there before yesterday was when.
Well, I tried. Probably Bev's, you know. No, yeah. Who
Shout
got
out
married
Bev.
first? Bev or Doreen?
That was the Bev. It was Bev, isn't it? Doreen was after.
Okay, then Doreen's. Yeah, you're right. It was Doreen was the year after, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. You is right. But yeah, that's the last time.
Mm.
See, a queer Mandy. I like a tight ass on a man.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't. As long
No,
as
the
it's-
thing is,
as long
I
as
don't
it's
want to
not
go. I don't
cock.
want to.
I don't want it to be cocked.
I don't want to
I don't
like
like a cock
a
batty.
big one. Yeah, but like
No, I don't like a cock batty. That's when it's a bit weird.
have something, isn't it?
Crazy.
Like I said, I'm thinking of my children.
Coca and Batty in the same sentence.
No, you know there's a way that it cock. I don't like that. That I don't like.
They go together.
Go to get a real bad, real bad.
How was your weekend,
Anyway.
Christy?
Very non-eventful. I don't have energy these weekends to do a
Mm.
damn thing. I really don't. I don't have it in me to socialise. I just like to want to be at home and do nothing.
Yeah.
And plus, me and my son needed a good just thingy because he finished his SATs last week.
Come
Nice.
on.
So
That is
he was
amazing.
also decompressing and was like, yeah, we're not going to do a thing. We'll just chill at home. So all the ones I don't know if GCSEs are still running, I think. 'Cause I know SATs is just only that 1 week. I think GCSEs maybe runs over 2 weeks. So for those doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I applaud you. I hope you do well.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that did SATs, hope they did well as well. So, yeah.
That seems so far away.
Telling you, man.
Like, sorry, I even forgot that was a thing. That's year 6, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, he's going to secondary school.
Oh,
Oh.
I could not
are you
believe.
gonna cry?
100% I am.
Oh,
I am definitely going to.
do you know what? Maybe that is when I'll cry tears of joy, man.
Mm.
But that's the one thing missing in life. Just the tears.
Yeah, no. I can't believe we're here. He's going into secondary school.
Time flies, isn't it?
Oh, too much.
Well, but you ready to play the clips?
Did you move again? Not really
Slightly.
centered.
Yeah,
Alright.
we back.
No.
No? Okay.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good, man.
What'd you get up
Right,
to?
The rotation, man. You know what I'm saying? The rotation launched, man.
Say
How many
some
people
more.
in the chat saw the rotation, man? Obviously we debuted the first show, man. The rotation was live on Saturday, you know what I'm saying, from about 3 or so. And it was great, man. It was great to see the lineup in their best form, man. And yeah, man, everyone stepped up, man. Everyone stepped up and did an amazing thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Then I asked why Saturday at 3 p.m. I feel like that could be the worst time ever.
Well, I think it's mainly because you know Drake album dropped the day before, innit? So he wanted to get the first reviews out there. Also give something special to the community who were in the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the actual video launching and stuff, like being on YouTube and all that, it's going to come after.
Okay.
And then it's going to come soon. So, yeah.
Alright,
good.
so little information. Going forward, the rotation live stream is going to be on Patreon. It's going to be free for everybody to watch it, so you have to be signed up to Patreon. Obviously, some of you all know you could be signed up without actually having to get a tier. So it's going to be free to watch because we can play music there without getting copyright strikes. That's why it is that we did it on Patreon to test it yesterday. After it's finished streaming, it's going to sit on Patreon for 48 hours before it is shared with the wider community on YouTube, minus the music. And that's going to be the thing going forward. So, Fernand, if it is that you went to the rotation YouTube, that's why it is you didn't see it, because we were going to get a strike. So, that's the pattern. There are going to be more comes throughout the year, so everybody knows that this is the standard. And hopefully, it's going to be very, 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 very interactive with the community. Obviously, the Discord is where we're going to have before and after convos. That's where it is that we're going to ask you for show suggestions. You're going to be able to put us on onto new music. You're going to be able to let us know who's bubbling and whatnot. And the hosts are going to be in the Discord, chatting it up throughout the week, in between shows. This is really going to be a fun aspect to our network. It's going to be sick. Really, really sick. And there'll be times when we're going to have guest hosts come in, like Gina, and she will come, she will sit down, join the crew, and give her take on tracks and that. You get me? Come on.
Yeah, apparently.
All right, cool. So, it's supposed to drop on YouTube this evening, yeah. So I'm literally I've been doing so many things over the weekend, and I'm nearly done. So God willing, it will be up 7 p.m., maybe 8 p.m. latest on YouTube, so you can go and check it out. It was sick. It was dope. Anyway, you're gonna be seeing bare clips also throughout the week until the next episode, which is gonna be on the 28th. Next episode is gonna be on the 28th. Anywho, that is the 411.
Dope. All right. Well, we got some clips, man.
Yes.
So the first of the clips, yeah.
Sorry,
What happened?
I just got a rotation related question. Hold up, I'm trying to find the comments.
Mhm.
All right, cool. So Ed says, you still planning on having a live studio audience for members? Yes. Only the people signed up to that tier where we allow access to the lives, that's who will be able to come through. Again, all of this would be very, 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 very obvious in comms because we are, I think I told you already, I am making an Instagram for the lounge. I already have. And I'm going to be putting out all of the events, all of um, the shows and stuff that we'll be doing in the lounge. And this will also include the announcement that any of the rotation episodes that we stream, you'll be able to come and view it live if you are a member of our community on Patreon. So that's the thing. We didn't do the first one with a live audience because we were not sure how the first one was going to go. But shout out Babiel. He was there. Have you seen Babiel's clip?
Yes, yeah, I did.
In
Sick.
fact, let me show it, yeah?
I was trying to post it, repost, but I couldn't because it was like a story or something, innit?
Well, apparently it was a story first, and then Ramsey got onto him and saying, how could you just do all that waviness just
You know
from
what
one
I'm saying?
effing story? Pattern up and put it as a post.
Oh, so it's out now.
Yeah, it's as a post now.
Come on,
let me
come on.
let me find it. Let me find it.
Abiel's a super talented guy, you know.
That Babia's
honestly.
different level, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Levels.
Different level. Different level completely. All right. And I was telling Emmanuel that alongside the rotation hosts getting the opportunity to rate albums and projects and stuff, we as the directing team need to have our editors pick because like there'll be times when it is I'm thinking, nah, I'm hearing too much rubbish. I'm hearing far too much rubbish. There needs to be some sort of counter to what I'm hearing, and the only way that happens is if it is that we have our own section where we can basically tell the world what it is we rated. So here we go. Here's the clip. Bang. Let me see if I can play it here. Teach me, baby. Okay. Where are you? Yeah, it's supposed to be there. Where have you gone? Ugh. Instagram? Oh, it's supposed to be that one. It's interesting.
There we go. Look at that, people.
All right, so this is Babiel's creation. Put the volume on.
Every episode,
Smooth transition.
we'll be discussing. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's you understand? Like he can rap. You
Yeah.
understand? It's like for me, Drake is like.
Where's the beef? It's cooked. Where's the boy? He's booked. Don't even recognize none of these things at the top of the charts. I look.
You said someone from UMG?
I heard that he's talking about Janice from Universal.
This has been the first pilot episode of the rotation.
All right,
The place is going to be the home for music culture going forward. We will be releasing more episodes, but also I want to say let's not let the conversation stop. Engage with us, comment, subscribe, tell us what you think. Was Lippy too mean to Drake? Was Casey too much of a fangirl? Was Ramsey too right? Comment.
Ramsey
Let us
too
know.
right.
Wavy.
Come on.
Ramsey was
Absolutely.
chomping at the bits waiting for this to get started. Especially the Drake debut.
Rightfully so, man. Rightfully so. And the Discord, obviously, it will allow the community to rate the albums, the projects, to give feedback on the shows, and just to get down and dirty. So Yeah, I hope it's going to be thriving within a few months of it starting. Anywho,
Mm-hmm.
teach me, baby. All right, let's see what we're doing.
Yes. So the first one, yeah. Yes, the white. No, not that one. I want to leave that for another day.
Mm.
I think that'd be a good conversation to have. Need some headphones, guys. It's not a long clip, but obviously it's just just want to get you lot's take on this.
Okay.
Go. Yes.
What's the beef?
Well, I'm asking.
Are we still talking about a country that doesn't want us to talk about them?
They will explain this away nicely.
Because
so
I don't get why I'm not taking part in this conversation because it's not my.
They're gonna explain it away. They're gonna come at us for saying what's wrong with what we're seeing.
It's not my fight to fight, so
good luck to them.
good luck to all parties involved.
Literally.
How about that?
If they want a white man to lead a Zulu
Yeah.
ceremony, then good luck to them.
Well, we've got someone in the chat. Who was that? Who be real? Ziski? Is that what it says, Ben? Is that ZS something?
Who be real ski? Who be real ski?
Real ski. It's not that deep, he says.
I don't think it is either.
Not that deep.
Nope.
The two women in the chat seem to feel like it is that deep, maybe, but they don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Again, as I'm not doing this with them. I'm not doing this with them.
Okay.
I ain't doing this with them. If they want Tarzan to take part,
cool, blimey.
Not Tarzan. Hey, for the minute. You really.
Oh, good.
Then good luck to them, innit? If
Okay,
they're happy for that.
Okay, all right. All I was going to ask is, do you feel like there's ever a situation where this should be allowed, just out in terms of respect purposes? So let's just say there is this guy. Let's just say, I don't know, he's doing some missionary work or he's doing some charity work over there.
Could be like Mr. Beast, innit?
Yeah, there you go.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
The YouTuber who's gone there.
I was gonna say I swear there's hella Ghanaians not given somebody chieftaincy that was white or something. Or I'm sure Nigerians also have done that. So
yeah, there you go.
I sided them too, but you know, I don't,
but do you feel like it's good for maybe good relations and stuff, like just
good relations for
I don't know, something that they want for all of them over there, innit? They're all happy. So I don't know. Let's just say there's is there no situation where this man should be wearing their traditional regalia and leading what they're doing? What if he wasn't leading? What if he was just part of the group and he was just responding to the person he was leading? Would that be better?
I'm not Zulu, so I don't know what's allowed, what's not allowed. maybe he's indigenous to the land.
He can't be. It's impossible. It can't be. He doesn't look albino, so it's impossible. He came from somewhere.
I don't know. They fight for the people, the others, and they've been there. Apparently, their forefathers have been there, and they fight for them. So
okay. Okay, I have it.
This anyway. I can't start this early in the morning for them. I really don't have the time. I don't have the time.
All right. Well, to save your energy, because the topic of the day will be a lot more exhilarating than this one. don't you worry. Ben, the next clip, please. This guy, he's made an appearance on the show before, but he's got another clip that I wanted you guys to see. Is he doing the Lord's work?
My mom posted Happy Mother's Day with her black son. Thank you for picking me to be your mama. And everybody in the comments decided to be racist. So I decided to expose them for who they are. 1,000 years of pure European genetics gone forever. When I tell you I dug into this person, You better get your popcorn ready. And you guys know me. Sometimes the comment is just too easy. I want the ones who are hidden, the ones who liked it. Drum roll, please. Wait, pause. No, rewind it back. Let's get the second guy. Everybody meet Anthony. See, Anthony went to Louisville where he was a male cheerleader. Wait, is that black people in your squad? I mean, your man's right behind you cheering you on. But it gets better because Anthony has a really good friend. This guy. Now, DeVay is a bodybuilder. I hope I said your name right. And his parents. Oh, you got a white mother and a black daddy. But you like this comment. But your friend is, oh my God. Love you, big brother. Love you too, big man. You couldn't even say brother. What? And you like this comment? But it gets better because Anthony is a cop.
Do solemnly swear that I will support.
I solemnly swear that I will prejudge all black people, even though I'm supposed to protect all Americans.
The Constitution and laws of the United States of America.
The Constitution of America that said all men are created equal except for black people.
And I will faithfully and impartially discharge.
And I faithfully will discharge my weapon towards all black people, even when they don't have one. I worked so hard for this moment. I hope you have the day you deserve, Anthony. Doses. So this is why mom.
Do you feel like you're doing too much?
Happy Mother's Day with her
Is this why this has come up on my algorithm?
No.
Is it you?
No.
Why this has popped up on my algorithm?
I see.
I literally saw this. I was like, why is this here?
Oh,
Exactly.
I see it all the time. Basically, he's got a black partner. His partner's black, right?
Okay.
And he's got his girlfriend's black. I think it's even his wife. I don't know,
his
but
girlfriend.
okay, he's got a black girlfriend. And whenever he posts him and her, obviously you have like the racist people in the comments. So I find it interesting actually because I'm like, I'm here for that kind of energy.
She looks biracial to me, but yeah.
I'm here for that kind of energy when someone tries to troll you on the internet and you take it that step further. So I've seen, he even called that there was someone who like made like a really like rude comment and the person was like serving in like the army, and obviously she used to be in the army or is linked to the army, so she literally she called they went that far basically. But I'm here for that because like I always say, like you wouldn't see me in person and have that energy. You're doing it because you're hiding behind the screen. So I want to show you that I can take it here. So
I hear it.
Yeah, I don't follow him. I don't feed into him. If this is what you want your content to be, then challenge.
I just think this is what we're doing. Anyway, the black women loved it. So.
All right, cool. But let's get into our headlines. All right, guys. So Keir Starmer, man, the current PM. But for how long, who knows? He's been crystal clear that he fights on. This is what the Deputy PM has said. Who's the Deputy PM? Mr. David Lammy. You know what I'm saying? He's added that Labour must unite to contest the Makerfield by-election. Speaking to the BBC Breakfast Show, Lammy says, it's time for the party to get back on the pitch after days of introspection and infighting. The Prime Minister has defied calls to step down in recent days after nearly 90 of his own MPs urged him to go and 5 ministers have already resigned. As you guys know, the biggest one being the Health Secretary, the former Health Secretary now, Wes Streeton. Wes Streeton has now announced as well his intentions to run in any potential leadership contest on Saturday. This is what he said on Saturday, saying that Britain's future lies one day back in the European Union. Because he had a speech coming out talking about, we should never have left. So it's kind of like he's saying, if I'm the Labour leader, I'm going to try and do something for us to get back in the EU. But allies of another potential leadership challenger, Andy Burnham, say that those comments were unhelpful, especially as he seeks to stand in the Makerfield by-election. Burnham has been cleared to put his name forward as the Labour candidate, man. So the nominations, apparently, they close later today. And we're going to see who's going to be contesting. And obviously, we'll keep you guys updated on all of those things. Next headline, UK registered firms have been linked to payments for small boat crossings, man. So people smugglers are directly migrants people smugglers are directing migrants to pay for illegal channel crossings using a network of UK registered businesses. This is what BBC investigation has found out, yeah? So basically, they secretly filmed staff at a shop in southeast London.
Can I ask a question?
Telling an undercover researcher that nearly £3,000 in cash could be deposited with them and sent to a smuggler in France. So these people are acting as the middlemen, right? They did a 3-month investigation, and it gives insight into how smugglers appear to be using UK companies' bank accounts to facilitate small boat crossings. Something that a leading expert in criminal finance told them, that he hadn't seen before. Next headline, and instant AI answers can trivialize human intelligence. This is what the Royal Observatory said, right? Royal Observatory in Greenwich. So they've warned that the rise of AI tools that instantly answer questions and complex problems could make humans less intelligent. The observatory, which is one of the UK's oldest purpose-built scientific institutions, is known for its contributions to astronomy. Paddy Rogers, who's the director of the Royal Museum's Greenwich Group, which oversees all of that, right, says its rich history of research show the power of human knowledge and curiosity and the need to avoid complete dependence on AI. He also said a reliance solely on instant answers risks losing the habits of questioning and evaluation that underpin knowledge, that also underpin expertise and also innovation. Next headline, one moment. David Lammy. So David Lammy, he's promising 25% cut in the number of children that are jailed while they await a trial, right? So he's promised to cut the number of children kept in jail while they await trial by a quarter as part of an overhaul of youth justice rules that could also end lifelong criminal records for under 18s. The Justice Secretary is publishing a white paper on Monday, so today, that he says will reduce the number of children ending up in jail, something that he admits was his greatest fear growing up in Tottenham in the 1980s. Arguing that prison can do lasting damage to children's lives, Lammy, the Deputy Prime Minister, is promising to reduce the use of custodial remand and short sentences for under 18s. The MOJ, the Ministry of Justice, will also consult on fining parents and even sending them to jail if they fail to keep their children away from crime. Do you feel like that's fair enough? If you as a parent not doing your job, right?
Going to jail.
You get fined, or worst case, you get sent to jail. Because you're failing to keep your child away from crime.
Don't they fine parents for like not letting their kids go to school and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, what's the age though?
Under 18s.
I think it's a hard one though, because like a 16-year-old, you can't like, do you know what I mean? It gets to a point where you're no longer, not that you don't have control, but we know how it goes in it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
What you still think? Maybe we made this a topic of the day one day, man.
I think it's a bit. I don't know how you regulate that, or how do you determine that they are now guilty of that? Like, what's the
negligence? Maybe.
But how do you prove that?
Yeah, I mean they'll have to get social workers involved, seeing that you haven't done certain things that have been put in place, like a bunch of stuff that that the system recommends you do to make sure this child stays on the straight and narrow. If you ain't doing none of those things.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it will be used against the black parents very indiscriminately. I think so. Just an excuse to.
Yeah, I heard it. So. To throw either the kid or the parent in jail.
Literally.
Or both. All right.
As long as someone's lineage gets in there, they don't care how. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, next headline. UK data centres plan to burn gas amid grid connection delays. So over 100 new data centres in the UK are planning to use gas to generate electricity, potentially permanently, right, due to lengthy waits for national grid connections. These data centres have requested over 15 terawatt hours of gas annually, raising concerns about the UK's climate targets. Industry officials acknowledge a shift towards considering fossil fuels for AI ambitions because of grid connection challenges. This trend mirrors similar situations in America, where data centers are increasingly relying on off-grid gas generators. Next headline here. 1 second, people. The British Cross estimates that between 550 and 1,360 children may be separated from their families each month due to the UK's suspension of refugee family reunions. This began last September. This suspension, implemented by the Home Office, is being challenged in court by refugees and the charity Safe Passage, who argue that it was a rushed and chaotic decision. Internal government documents disclosing the case suggested that the suspension might inadvertently encourage dangerous small boat journeys, contrary to the government's stated claims. And the Red Cross highlights the traumatic circumstances forcing families apart and urges the government to reinstate the scheme, emphasizing family reunion as a safe route for children to reunite with their parents. And that is it for the headlines for now. Let's get into our topic of the day. All right, people. So I don't want to assume or presume or do any of the above, right? But I have a feeling people, majority of the chat, will have a particular sentiment towards being black and being a reformist, right? But I feel like it's important to interrogate ideas, as always. And what if it was a situation where there's more and more black people today than there was 2 years ago, than there was 4 years ago, that are moving towards reform? You know what I'm saying? People who are young, people who are old, people who are actually being part of the party. What if all those things are happening? Are we just late to the party? Are we late, Christy? I need to know. When are you going to make the move?
You need to leave me out of that. Sorry. Late to the racist party.
Well, because of the stupid stuff that you're seeing.
Yes. What if they've got the answers, man? Or at least one or two of them.
You know what? I have found this so interesting. You know, like you know when you're on now, I randomly see things on my algorithm like people at the marches and stuff and having conversations, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm watching a movie. Like, you know how I always say America's not real? Like, the UK's not real either.
Yeah.
Like, some of the stuff I'm seeing, I'm like,
we're in strange times.
This can't be real.
Yeah,
it can't be real.
It's very strange times.
But it is. And more of our people are joining. I feel like this, at least this party is doing something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Black Rob says E-Man wants to be melted down to fix potholes.
I feel like we're living a real life Boondocks episode. It's weird. I sit back and think, right, is this where we at right now? Like the fact that it's gotten this far.
Yeah.
It's strange to me. Obviously, racism has been about, let's be clear. And I remember, my friends got chased by NF in year 7.
Yeah.
So I can't. It's not like that time is far removed, but I don't know. It's like we're regressing, and I'm not understanding. I guess I'm not understanding why.
Yeah. Well, that's part.
How we got here.
This is part of the conversation, because you remember last week we played the bleaching guy, the South African bleaching guy, yeah? Basically, you know, there was this guy who was bleaching, and he basically said, yo, since I started bleaching, my skin's getting lighter. I'm getting more and more opportunities. People smile at me. People treat me a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So I plan on continuing to do this. You know what I'm saying? And obviously everyone looked at him and be like, oh, this is a maniac. And I said, wait a minute. But is the issue him or is it society?
It's society.
You know what I'm saying? So
because he's reaping the benefits of light skin. Colorism's, but the thing is, colorism's real though. So
yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, it sounds magic, but it's like you can't knock the hustle. He's clocked the game, and it's bad on him. Do you get what I mean? It's not benefiting him, like, but then it is. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And he, like, the ends justifies the means.
Charles,
means just, you know what I mean?
Sorry, Charles 368 said, to be fair, reform aren't like NF.
Okay, Charles, what you saying?
I need him to expound on why he.
And beyond them, just one being a political party and the others just something else. Like, why are you saying they're not the same?
Because I feel like the same people that chased my friends back then will be in the same reform right now. I don't.
That's true, you know.
They would be there.
Adults, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Adults that went to uni.
Yeah, literally.
I hear it. Some went to the pub and stayed there. Some went to uni and graduated and became politicians.
I don't.
And Black Rob is saying they're the worst. They're NFs in suits. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear it.
Those people, I'm in community with them when I'm at work. I 100% believe that. if we start talking,
but
they will show themselves.
But that's not even surprising because we see it in the voting. You know what I'm saying? We see it in the voting that people that live on our streets that would have voted Labour before are now voting Reform. Some of them are coming out and talking on camera and saying, yeah, this is what I've done because the Labour Party's failed me. This other party's failed me. So of course. So that's not even surprising. Like if they win, it stands to reason that the majority of the country believe in Reform. Yeah. By definition. You know what I'm saying? So that one there is not even surprising. But what's surprising, I guess, to a lot of us, since this is like probably a 90% black audience, is that there's black folk in Reform or going on marches supporting Reform. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically what I want to display to the people. Big up Ghana Greatness. He put in a couple clips in the Discord, and I think I'm playing a couple of them. But yes, Brent, let's start with the first one. Well, see, Charles is basically saying National Front, NFs, they wouldn't have black people as members or on their marches.
From Nottingham, and I stand for this cross, which is Christian.
Okay.
Did she not know about Windrush?
That's why I don't. You know when she said when she said they didn't come on the boat, I thought,
no, but
sister,
was she not aware of the Windrush scandal? Like I don't get this.
Yeah, but
I don't get that. So, yeah, because what she's saying, I hear it. Yeah. But the Windrush still happened.
100%.
And they were still came over, and it wasn't no illegal business and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm not understanding.
100%. There's some technical issues, is what she said. But we get the overarching thing, that at least the door was open for them. You know what I'm saying? They were requested to come over, or they did the application forms and they came here, innit? They had access to certain services, all done by the book.
And yet,
is she
Windrush
wrong?
What happened?
No, forget that part. That's not the point she's making. We know there's errors.
Because and that's the very point. Because she conveniently that has to come into play.
Okay.
Wait, because the same reform would 100% would have been part of the Windrush scandal if they was in power.
They wouldn't even admit it any problem. It would have been worse. 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
So,
but that aside though, because that one might say that's a party error. You know what I'm saying? The Home Office messed up, and I don't know, certain things were overlooked. I forget the reason, right? She's just basically saying, as a nation, the British guys, right? The United Kingdom, this is how things should be done, right? And yes, my parents come from a Commonwealth country, all that good stuff. I was born here. My parents came here legally. If it is that her issue is that we need to stop the boats, because surely everyone feels like there's the boat issue. There's a boat issue, you know what I'm saying? We should stop the boats. They should not have the same rights to all of us who are taxpayers, yeah? Is she wrong in what she's saying? Maybe you wouldn't like to see her marching with Reform, but is she wrong in what she's saying?
Even the way she said black is just very... She strikes me as someone...
She's not married to...
She strikes me as someone that would even be against the black African. To me, that's what is given to me. Sorry, I don't care. That's what is given.
I see someone in the chat. I think this person's new to what we do here, and it says this show is so anti-black. Okay, can you call up? We have a Discord, man. You know what I'm saying?
This show.
Yeah, I think so.
This is probably a troll, man. I don't care.
You never know. We have to see people's opinions, because if this is his first time or her first time, then obviously they don't know about certain things, innit? Everyone may share different opinions. People, try and further the Okay, standing for Muslims is anti-black. Join the Discord, man. The thing should be there, man. You know what I'm saying? The Discord link should be in the chat. Join the Discord. Let's hear you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Anti-black, crazy.
Are there not black Muslims?
I'm so confused.
You understand? But Charles says it there. He said, answer the question. Was she wrong about having to stop the boats? See, Charles, you can call up, man. Call up as well. Let me hear your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Big up Von. He's back in the building. He says, being black and Muslim must be a madness there. You know? So, yeah, I guess what I'm trying to highlight here is that more of our people are finding some sort of refuge in Reform, innit? Because the other parties don't seem to be doing enough.
It's the fact that she said even the cross. I've started to see that that's now becoming a thing now.
Yeah.
Because I saw clips of, crosses, and I was thinking,
Yeah.
Since when?
Yeah. It's part of the thing, isn't it?
No. But I don't remember that being part of the rhetoric before. Was that part of the rhetoric?
Yeah. What's the British one? Is it St. George's flag?
I know the St. George. Yes, but
English one. Sorry.
Yeah, the English one. I didn't know that because I was thinking, since when was you purporting for like Christian?
Yeah, 100%. It's historically.
Since when? I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And since when did reform stand for Christian values? I'm so confused.
They do say it though.
Do they?
Yeah. Even if you don't believe them.
Maybe I missed it amongst the stop the boats rhetoric. I must have missed that one part of their dossier.
It's just like the right guys, the far right guys in America as well. They would say they're avid Christians as well. You know what I'm saying? But Veronica says she's wrong and right, and that amen sister at the end sealed it. Veronica, can you call up, join the Discord?
I said amen sister.
The amen didn't even, the text didn't even say amen, didn't say hey man.
All right, so this new person, whatever that, I can't say all of that, says Islam equals anti-black. Very interesting, very interesting. Anyway, that's just the first video that I want you guys to see in it. The next clip here is more so, to be fair, Brent, you don't, actually, Brent, play the next one. It's not a clip, but more so a picture so you guys can put a visual to what I'm about to read out. And this is somebody, everyone has their opinions about Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the opposition, black Yoruba woman, born in Yoruba land, speaks fluent Yoruba, born as a, everything back home. But obviously she's here now, head the Tories, and has said so many different things that make the average black person.
She's from Lagos.
That's still Yoruba land. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. It has to be, man. Yeah. We have to claim it. Right? But this is somebody else who is now part of reform. I'm not saying she's going to be the leader one day.
Is that the one we're speaking?
No, this is somebody else. So this is a younger person, Councillor CELIA HIBBERT. You know what I'm saying? And she's a Nigerian-born politician. You know what I'm saying? And
HIBBERT.
Yeah, HIBBERT. You know what I'm saying? She's been elected as the leader of the opposition party Reform UK on Wolverhampton City Council. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give a bit of information. CELIA, she's a British Nigerian councillor, announced on Wednesday via her social media platforms that she was unanimously elected the leader of the party on Wolverhampton City Council. She says, "I'm deeply honoured to have been elected unanimously as leader of Reform UK in Wolverhampton, a responsibility which now sees me serve as a leader of the official opposition on Wolverhampton City Council." The Nigerian woman said that the party had treated her fairly by her ability, her character, and commitment to public service. That has been a refreshing and profoundly different experience from my time, listen to this, in the Labour Party, which in my opinion is often more focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion rather than on talent, merit, and commitment. So this is somebody who was part of the Labour Party, guys. You know what I'm saying? There you go. So it's not somebody who just voted Labour and moved over to arm reform. She was part of the Labour Party. She affirmed to remain focused, disciplined, and attentive to the legitimate concerns of local residents. Every single day, I shall carry the heartbeat of the British electorate with patriotism, with duty, and pride. Okay. So here's the next point I'm making. We have somebody who's now part of the party. Not just somebody that marches, part of the party. Elected unanimously. What say ye? What's your thoughts, guys? Is she another sellout? Or can't she have legitimate concerns and say, you know what? I love Wolves, man. I love being in Wolverhampton. And Labour's crap. And when I'm there, they treat me like crap. And I want to do something for the citizens.
And that's why she's there. I think because she didn't get no headway in Labour.
No, that's not fair.
Okay.
You can't say it because you didn't get headway.
Okay. But why is it not fair?
Because she might be a brilliant woman.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Smart and wants to get work done.
If I can move forward in the party and reform is going to take me, 100%.
So what if you want to move forward, but you believe in Labour, or at least you believe in local elections? Yeah, remember.
If you really believe in, if you was Labour before and stuff, and you can say you can have valid criticism and stuff like that. To flip all the way to reform, to me, that's crazy work to me.
Okay.
That's such an. That's such.
You know what the thing is? We always say that local elections are important and we need to vote locally because, you know what I'm saying? It's much better for us. That's why we're going to actually see difference. She might be thinking that same way, where, cool, I may not necessarily have been brought up and understand and relate to the actual ethos of everything that reform stands for. But the things I want to get done, I want to get done at a local level. I love the city of Wolves. I want to be here. I want to help the people. And Labour's not giving me a chance because they're doing all this diversity, inclusion bollocks. And they're just letting people from different communities that are minorities come in there. They want a representative from this community and that community. And now me, who's talented and passionate about this, I don't get a chance. Reform will give me that chance. And on speaking to them, they've shown that they will allow me, if elected, to get certain things done. Is that wrong for her to go this way? So it might be the same sort of things that she wanted to get done via Labour. Don't get me wrong, she's probably going to have to do some other crap too. Yeah, I'm aware.
My thing is, you know, when you're sat in the room, yeah, and you start hearing their true inner thoughts and the stuff that they generally think about your people, what do you do?
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Oh, don't piss me off with that picture.
Is this her husband?
No.
Ah.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Looks very different. Interesting. But yeah.
The blonde, everything is telling. But anyway.
Braids?
No, it's very telling.
It's braids?
It's very telling.
I think I'm going to reach out to her, man. See if she'll travel down and sit with us.
She didn't even pick a colour that, like... Anyway.
She's Nigerian, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it'd be interesting to know how she got here, man. But, you know, we shall
Not
see.
someone saying this is hustle. To be fair.
That's not interesting. Stop.
What, man?
Just stop. Bread, please.
But let's not be bad, though. Because if I start to say... We know there's certain people from certain countries in our community that love a blonde wig.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's be fair.
We do.
And I said the blonde wig is telling. That's why I said
no, but
that.
is it telling for all those other blacks that like blonde wigs?
On a daily basis, it's very telling.
You look. No, that's
very telling.
No, we have to be fair.
I'm not.
We have to be fair. We're not being
I
fair.
Doing Dora the Explorer with blonde hair.
You see what I'm saying? All right. Anyway, I'm going to try and reach out to her. Or if anybody in the community knows her, knows a friend of a friend, let's see if we can make it happen, man. And obviously, we'll only have the hosting on that day. That will be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And listen. So, Christy, you have a chance to learn how to be all of the above before she comes to the show.
Maybe I'll sit that one out.
No. We need you here. You know what I'm saying? Woman to woman, Nigerian woman to woman.
A tattoo in the middle of her forehead.
What?
Can you see that?
See something there, but can't show it, you know.
What did you say on her forehead?
That's a cross.
Where?
Come on.
She's got a tattoo on her forehead.
It's a cross, yeah.
No.
She wears it with pride.
Rah.
Pick her up, man.
You know what?
Look,
the blonde could literally just be her thing. Like, look at Spice. Spice's thing is blue.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, we
or
can't
is it
do
because
that,
it's
man.
not simulated with white people? We're not complaining. Because everything about Spice is blue. Her hair, her lashes, it's her signature thing.
Yeah, man.
So,
I think we need to leave the hair alone. That's not fair.
Imagine
that wig is atrocious.
For real,
It's crazy.
Huh?
Imagine the men basically saying we shouldn't be talking about black women's hair.
No, I just...
No, I was just talking to men. I know I was looking to you because you looked around, but I was talking to men.
No, but that wig there is atrocious. That one deserves a fine. It's a bad wig. Regardless of whether it's blonde or not, even if it was black, it's a horrible wig.
But the blonde, the fact that that's the consistent thing to me is very telling to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm good. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. That wig's better, though. What's that, Brazilian? What is it?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, she needs to plug her frontals. Oh, you don't understand what I'm saying, but
it's a long day, though.
It's just not a good wig.
This to me, just an aesthetic to be like, this is how I belong. This is where I belong. 100%.
AA_SE14 says she looks like a man in drag, though.
That's what I'm saying.
And what?
That's not nice.
If
she was a Labour supporter now, you wouldn't say none of this.
No, if she...
Not you, but you know what I'm saying?
I want you to understand, I'm just in January, right? all of the designs and styles I've just gone through. That's from January to now.
This is recent.
This is recent.
That's 2026. Sis, I can find you a better. She just needs a better hairstylist.
No.
Maybe that might be.
No,
you know, Wolves. There might not be a lot of us up there.
As long as it's,
Oh, is that what?
as long as it's bleached blonde like this.
Let me give her
she don't
grace,
care.
man. Let
She
me
don't
give her
care.
grace.
She don't care.
She just.
The blonde, the more blonde. Look, anyway.
Nah, her wigs are the. You know what? Can I be honest?
irrespective of
Do you
this-
know what she's giving? You know, is it hard wig, soft life?
And that's
That's
why
what
I
she's
said, I need to
giving.
see who Mr. Hibbert is.
Yeah, and you know, do you know what?
I need to see who Mr. Hibbert
Do you
is.
know what hard wig, soft life is though? Like, okay, if I saw her on a normal day without any of this context, I could bet my life on it that she's married to a white man, just based on her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I need to see who Mr. Hibbert is.
Yeah,
I remember Mr. Hibbert from my IT teacher. So I can just imagine Mr. Hibbert married her.
I mean, you lot, man. Well, Quadco has corrected me. He said Wolves is heavily black. All right, my mistake. But you know how sometimes this is a bit of a critique to our community. We might populate a place but not own stuff. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there's no, you know what I'm saying, salons and enough out there, you know what I'm saying, where she can get a good, you know, appointment and whatnot, man. She has to travel all the way to Brum and she don't want it because she got work to do here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Better different styles.
They're all bad. Not
she's
one.
trying.
No, they are all bad. She needs a new stylist. They're terrible. Whoever does her hair is a bad person.
Oh, blimey.
No, they are because I'm not gonna lie.
Not even inexperienced. or
No, they're
amateur, just
bad.
Bad.
They're a bad person because you let her walk out like that and you tell her that it's nice. It's not nice. It's not nice. And also,
How about this
yeah,
one? How about this one?
No,
It's cute.
no, it's not.
Serious.
It's not.
What's bad about this one?
Do you know what it is? I think maybe with me, it's like, I'm not saying that she shouldn't even have blonde hair, but I think pick a cut, like, you know, you can get blonde that complements your complexion.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, this is, it's not even given, there's no effort and thought into it, and it's cheap hair.
She done the tongue out.
It's cheap hair because I can tell it doesn't move with the wind. Like,
All right, come on. Does this make sense? Look. Come on. Give her this one.
And she's got a bit of abs as well, so she's in the gym. She cares about stuff.
I'm talking about hair, you're talking about abs.
Follows
So
Just
try-
Jean.
Just Jean, you know what I'm saying? She's
Yep.
subscribed.
She got a ticket.
Might be at Fulham.
She'll be at Fulham.
Come on, bring her on stage.
She just needs a new, what's it? Not a lot of shake and go wigs.
See, I want to say some stuff, but then I don't want to offend the community. So let me behave myself.
What,
Anyway,
what,
no.
I don't have an issue that her wig is blonde.
Yeah.
I have an issue that she has bad hair.
Okay.
Like,
I hear it.
she has bad, like, no one can argue with me. Her hairstylist is bad. Or she needs to go to someone better.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. For me, it's 100%
Would-
that bleach blonde look. You are going. That's a certain the bimbo blonde look, bleach blonde look. That's what you want, and you want it for a reason. You think that makes you now assimilate between among them, that you don't stick out like a sore thumb.
Is this why we're going in on her because
What are you
of her
doing?
political views?
That's exactly
You
what
think
it
that's the
is.
case?
I don't think that's the case.
You know it.
No.
I know it's the damn case.
If I see that Labour, I'll also be questioning.
Maybe not.
What?
Because you don't necessarily support Labour or vote. But these maniacs, yeah.
He said Labour or vote. He got that right.
But there's bare maniacs in the chat that if this woman was part of the Green Party, they'll be, oh, nah, leave sis.
Yeah.
Leave auntie.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
fair.
What we do there?
100%.
What we do there?
You know what I'm saying?
No, sorry.
They would be.
I couldn't give a heck which party.
Not you, but they would be.
She
They'll be
got
like,
black friends.
They'll be talking about at least you got variation.
Look.
You got the braids, the long, you know what I'm
She got
saying?
the same hairstyle as her, it's just different colour. What are you saying now?
Zoom in.
We need closer inspection.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, some more black friends. Look at that.
I'm only seeing black friends on that boat. Or am I wrong?
White party.
How do you know she's not at a family function?
Some of them have abandoned their family. At least she's still there.
How
Eating jollof rice there and pop off.
Friend, how
the
recent
boat.
is that?
Look,
Friend, how recent
Life
is that?
of Bod,
This
she's
is
definitely
May
going Tony and I.
2035. 2035. It's just the other day.
Exactly.
It's just the other day.
You know what I'm saying?
Just the other day.
Come on, man.
She has a lot of
The
pictures.
fact that she joined a racist party, And the fact that her hair is the way it is. That's not bad, actually, to be fair.
Thank you.
It's the same style.
Yeah, from there, it looks all right.
God damn it.
From there, it looks better. But continue.
Look.
Come on now.
No, you know what's nuts?
Black
the fact
friends
that her
and that.
actual hair is...
Ebony and Ivory.
Her actual hair is that same colour blonde.
Oh, because she bleached that too, isn't it?
Yeah, like she's actually bleached her natural hair that colour. Must be dry as hell.
Is he asking the right questions? Do we talk about Zach Polanski like this? You understand? There's a lot I can say about Zach, you understand? But I don't say it. You know what I'm saying? So...
I don't even know who that is.
Good morning, Esquire. How are you?
Wait, is that the Esquire?
The Esquire.
Come on.
Morning, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I
guys?
love it. I love it. I'm well too.
Yeah,
I love it.
Come on.
Jeez. One of your biggest fans in the building. This is right there.
100%. I haven't heard his voice in so long.
Come on.
I think it's the other way around. I'm her biggest fan.
Oh my God, I love it. Love is in the air.
What we saying?
Behavior stuff. Well, the reason I called is because of this narrative. I think it's really important to learn from history. There's things that are happening, and we're sleepwalking into them. The scapegoating of minorities, of religions, at a time of economic hardship, that's not new. We've seen it throughout history, and it's just happening now. The problem is there's not enough challenge, because obviously the establishment, as it were, are pushing the narrative, and we don't have necessarily the platform to fight against them. That's really what I wanted to say. So, you know, the gentleman or whoever that person is in the chat who is talking about black and Muslim, obviously that hit a nerve with me. But I just wanted to give examples. There are things that have happened over recent past, well, a long time ago and recent past, that have scapegoated religion, race, for economic ills of society during a time of crises. So, you know, whether it's the Black Death, I don't know if people know enough about that, but a certain group were accused of poisoning wells. You know, if you remember the Spanish, well, not remember, but if you have read up on the Spanish Inquisition, there was a whole thing against Jews and Muslims, conversos, I believe they're called them, and more recently they're around in genocide. You know, that wasn't divorced from the fact that the IMF austerity regime that collapsed spiked the hyperinflation that they suffered, which then just simply fueled the hypothesis that different tribes were responsible for it, and therefore getting rid of them, expelling them, well, or ethnically cleansing them was the way forward. I don't think we are at a stage where ethnic cleansing is happening, but certainly the rhetoric is dangerous enough for it to really turn quite nasty very, very quickly. And these are, and you can just look back through history and you'll find all of this. It's not difficult to find, it's not difficult to research. But the sloganism, the, what was it, prepare for battle, all of these things. I mean, it's just, it all smacks of it. And unfortunately, there's not enough people relaying or learning from lessons of history for them to heed that these dangers are real and palpable. And with the wealth that is behind a lot of this stuff, it could turn very nasty on a lot of people. And just because it's not you now doesn't mean it won't be you in the future.
Yeah,
I suppose that is just saying my piece in that respect, because I just, we can trivialize it, we can joke about it, we can say, well, they'll never get anywhere. And in truth, if you look at the proportion of the vote, their share has dropped. However, the sentiment permeates. You don't know who's living next door to you, and they don't need to agree with 100% of that party or their views, only a small percentage, and over time that snowballs.
Yeah. And I guess what you were saying just then just reminded me of when Faraj was saying, yo, there is an invasion. That's exactly what it is. If they're coming in on the boats and all that sort of stuff illegally, it's an invasion. So yeah, all that type of, that rhetoric, man, those choice of words, I hear what you're saying.
It's absolutely, it's in things like invasion, it's like, they call them rape gangs, it's, and it's interesting because it's British, but otherness at the same time. So it's so far as, yes, we can be British. However, just don't forget that fundamentally, we're not really talking about Britishness. We're talking about Englishness. We're talking about a race, because many of the paedophile rings or whatever that they've been talking about, because there are particular ethnicities involved, they forget that many of them are British anyway. But it's not really about Britishness, is it? We have to just, it's a subtle way of easing you into that conversation.
Yeah.
It's the British flag suddenly will turn to St. George's flag, and you know what it's like. And it just changes. It just changes. And it's about you challenge vehemently at the beginning and stop it where you can. And we do live in a bubble in a place like London. We do. We step outside of London, the mood is very different. And it's easier to blame the otherness than it is to look at the cause of the economic ills that we have. I'm not going to get into capitalism and socialism with you, Iman, but fundamentally, when people in society have less, they turn on each other.
Yeah,
and that is a fundamental symptom of the imbalance of wealth that is created by a capitalist system that you have.
So is there protection in here? The way things are trending, what do you think is going to happen?
I think, to be honest, it depends. I think much of it will, I think you'll see a lot more people fold back into their religious groups. I think at a time of animosity and hatred between groups, I think people will look for comfort and belonging. So those who may not be practicing Christians, Muslim, Jewish, or whatever, I think you might find them suddenly reconnecting with their religion, just to find a sense of belonging, a sense of community. And that's probably a good thing, because if you are following those religions properly, really, it's just they all preach the same thing, which is peace and belonging. It's the fringes that like to weaponize it to create divisions and otherness. So I think in the short term, that's what you'll see more and more of. Lots of people speaking out on religious platforms, trying to unite their own groups. And I think a lot of people will fall in that way. I think ultimately you need to deal with the economic ills. I think you need to deal with the underlying issue that people have less money in their pocket, that their public services are collapsing, that there isn't enough housing, that there aren't enough job opportunities, that there aren't enough upskilling opportunities to be able for people to provide for themselves. And that is fundamentally what this all disappears at a time of economic boom. Nobody's thinking about what you look like or what religion you follow if everybody has a job, or at least they know that their housing is not they're not vulnerable to homelessness, or they're not going to be treated if they're unwell. The reality is this only ever occurs when the economy is in decline, when there are fundamental issues impacting the elites. So when that happens, they will turn the microscope back onto you, that they'll turn they'll turn the gaze back onto people and say, well, this is because of all of these things happening to you guys. They're insulated. They're in a yacht in the middle of international waters. They couldn't give a damn. But fundamentally, it's as long as you keep the microscope off us, you guys can, hell may ensue. We're not interested.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree. I think it was last week I was saying the same thing, that I think the economics has to be sorted first. You know what I'm saying? When people are hungry, they're angry, and that's what causes these type of issues, man. All these last two parties, the main two parties, have spoiled everything.
Yeah, but Iman, I struggle with your perspective, because you say things like that, but then at the same time you preach individualism and ownership. But that you can't have the two. There has to be something for everyone, because if everybody looks out for themselves and looks to better themselves, only themselves, you are left in a situation where there is going to be people who are unable to, for whatever reason, and they will be the ones who are then being alienated or disassimilated from society, or whatever you want to call it. It cannot be. There has to be a societal safety net. There has to be something for average Joe. It has to be something for everyone. And I don't think that's compatible with the capitalism that you preach, because unless you need to call it something else, I don't know, neo-socialism probably doesn't work, neo-capitalism definitely doesn't work, free market economics certainly doesn't work. All you need to do is go back to the 80s and look at the Chicago Boys experiments and what they did in Chile and Latin America. These things don't happen if everybody's looking out for self. And I understand when you say self, you mean the Black community. But again, we're not monolith. there needs to be something for wider society. The fact of the matter is, people need something that unite them, and these public services actually do. Many of them. When you're sat in an emergency room, where you are in a council housing office, you're looking around you and there's everyone from everywhere.
Yeah.
These are things that unite people. So actually, by privatizing it or looking to take it away and give it to corporations to manage and distribute however they feel, according to the best contract that they can procure, or win, or the most profitable avenue, you'll create division. Because then it's about, well, maybe you can't pay for this, but you can pay for a little bit to get a dentist appointment. You can pay a little bit to get an optician's appointment. There will always be people who cannot. And I need to stress that they cannot. Not because they're not willing to work, but there's a whole subset of society that simply needs the state's assistance. And we cannot demonize them. When we demonize other human beings for the things that they need as a simple way of existence, we are demonizing other human beings, and it only takes another step to demonize another group and another group. We need to get rid of that mindset. So yes, improve yourselves, do more for society, do more for your group, do more for your people, but not at the expense of others. That's the one thing that capitalism does, and it exploits people and exploits classes.
I hear you.
So do you understand why I struggle with your, because you are community-based, but then say things that are very individualistic, that is just at complete odds with your economic outlook.
I think it's because my priority is pretty much the black community, the working class community. You know what I'm saying? Us, the people that I relate to. And so I know that we cannot get any sort of help from any government body. I know that's going to be the case. And I think the problem is a lot of us still think there can be enough assistance from these people that we elect to change our reality. I don't believe that in the slightest. I think everyone has to do for themselves. And that means having your mind that these people are not going to ever save you, because they never have. You know what I'm saying? And I think my thing is, if we can use the principles of ownership, then we can own and we can protect ourselves from all the other things that happen in society to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's coming to save us. But if we keep acting as though this will be the case, we'll be perpetually disappointed. And I also look at efficiency as well. Whenever you've got people who think they can spend your money better than you can on yourself, that's an issue. That's an issue. Freedom to me is the number one thing. Let people have the opportunity to make decisions for themselves. And I think that trial and error process that every human being benefits from is something that communities have to benefit from. You know what I'm saying? We have to be able to say, okay, cool, I want to spend my money on this. Okay, that was a waste. Okay, I'm going to spend it on this. I want to invest it in this. I believe in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be able to do that. But when we keep looking to governments to do particular things and think the answer comes from them, we're going to find ourselves in a very bad position, man, especially when that government now wants to spend 20 billion in Ukraine. Spend money over there and spend money over there. Like, too much government intervention is bad for us, man.
Agreed, but we are, as a black community, overrepresented in some demographics, or in some areas. For example, how many of us were raised in social housing?
Three of us.
So then we cannot say that actually it's all about home ownership and purely home ownership. It is, yes, and you have to get there. But in order for you to be able to get there, Maslow said you need your very basic needs met. And sometimes that means voting for a party that is pro-social housing because your group is predominantly overrepresented in that particular, and that changes over time. What I'm saying is, so there are fundamentals there, right? Now, if you look at things that a capitalist would espouse, it's about decimation of the welfare state. There shouldn't be free education, there shouldn't be NHS, there shouldn't be social housing. Who does that disproportionately benefit?
But remember, like, even my own philosophy, I've said this before on the show, like, as much as I believe in capitalism and certain principles of capitalism, I'm not a staunch capitalist to the point of total, I guess what the average libertarian would say. You know what I'm saying? I still believe, okay, cool, let's have an NHS. But the thing is, I acknowledge, though, that is a hole in the bucket. It's not efficient. But I understand that, okay, cool, my morality is saying, listen, let's at least have this safety net for people. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe the safety net should infringe on the ability of other people to do what they want to do for themselves. I don't believe just because people need to have free education, that should stop me and my friends and those of us who can afford to have the best education from starting a private school and schooling our children. I don't believe it should.
But then you're so anti-socialist in a way. Wouldn't the socialism say you can't have private education?
But we know
it doesn't. It just said what it does say though. Have an education system that is so good that sort of has you forego the need for private education. But if it's a race to the bottom, they've never said you can't have private education. You just can't have it at the expense of destruction of the local comprehensive. That's the problem. It's one or the other, and that's what we are pitted against. You're pitted against one over the other when you can have both.
I believe we can have both, but the average socialist will say they think they can have both, but in reality, both doesn't exist because there's always that demographic that says those who go to private schools are X type of person. They are this type of person. Those who own homes, those who have 100,000 in their bank account, they're this type of person. Why? Why can't they be?
Because that's perpetuated in a capitalist system. That's why. You see what I'm saying? It's that outlook that you're saying right now is perpetuated through a capitalist system because they put value into the capital and into where their children go to school. But if I don't even know about part of West London, but Holland Park School, for example, that was known as the socialist Eton or the socialist prestigious local school because lots of the left-wing aristocracy used to go there. For example, Hilary Benn was educated there, sent his children there. That's why they didn't go into other private schools. What I'm saying is the education system was so good, the state education was so good that actually it was an active choice out of pure snobbery or whatever else to pursue a private education. It wasn't about the standard of education. Right now, the standard of education has dropped to such an extent that actually people are looking at state schools as so bad that they're going to scrimp and save and do whatever they can to try and fit into the capitalist model of going to a private school, because that's where you get better education, because that's your access to network. You see what I mean?
But that should never be a thing.
What I'm saying is that's not a socialist perspective, though. That's a capitalist perspective.
No, that's only. Anyway, go.
Sorry, I have to go. I just wanted to call. I wanted to dispel some of this nonsense that Brent does with me and Christy. She's my girl, and we always sit at the back and throw tomatoes at you.
Why am I in it? Why am I in it?
Thank you,
because you're a hellraiser. Anyway,
love you. Bye.
Much success, guys. Bye.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. All right, we have the legend in the building. Come on. It's always good to hear from him. Always. Big up on every single time, man. All right, we do have to continue on. There are a couple more clips I want you guys to see. We've had the older black lady. We've also had the counselor, you know what I'm saying? And we've got somebody else. Ed says, tell Isaac that next time he wants to debate E-Man, send Von his talking points, because that's the only way E-Man might hear it. I hear everybody who's got something valuable to say. Honestly.
That's so cheeky.
Oh my goodness. It's not. I just mean it. You know what I'm saying? The filter comes up when I hear nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But every now and again I open it up just so I can, you know what I mean, disabuse people of those nonsensical ideas. But anyway, big up Von every single time. You know what I'm saying? Next video.
All right. Me, baby.
Speaking of free Palestine, where was that energy for Iran? Where was that energy for the Nigerians who have been massacred? Where was that energy for the genocide that's currently happening in the UK, where we are seeing the English being demographically replaced? Speaking of free Palestine, where was that energy for Iran? Where was that energy for the Nigerians who have been massacred? Where was that energy for the genocide that's currently happening in the UK, where we are seeing the English being demographically replaced?
What was the first part? I missed that. Did you say Iran?
Yeah.
She slipped in Nigeria there.
Yeah, she did indeed.
Closed it nicely with the thing that they really came there for.
Yes, indeed. That's her name, Based and Bougie. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't you played her before?
I played a different clip, yeah. She's active, man.
Didn't you say wasn't there a poll to say she should come in or not?
Yeah, I think the community said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I need to look into that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe we need to have that conversation.
You know what my question is?
Offering Nigeria into the
I think what I genuinely want to know, genuine want to know, is if they turn around, and they make everyone go back to like where they're from, do those people think they're exempt?
Yes.
Do they really?
No, but it's different though, because legally, remember, according to international law and things of that nature, we are citizens of here.
No, but if it changes,
then the world has changed a lot. You know, something would have had to been. I don't know. Something has to really, really, really change.
Because do you know why? Because I always feel like you probably have relatives, and let's be honest, let's call a spade a spade. Most of our parents or people who actually came from overseas, didn't come here through the door or come like. Do you get what I mean? Like they.
I mean, they did.
No, but as in like you did 1 2 1 2. You. Yeah, don't sit here and act like you ain't got an uncle and auntie or someone didn't 100%. Marry someone for papers or like.
No, but I'm saying it's different to the boats. Though.
So what I know, but my point is, we're not from the privilege of walking through the door the legit way. We've had to pattern something.
For sure.
Do you understand what I mean?
So many have had to pattern.
So I'm like, you probably have family members. Like we all have family members. I am the family member because I wasn't born here. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that has probably patterned something to like. So I always just feel like when you're in that position, do you not like? I don't know. Like, do you not look around? I don't know. It's just I can't imagine it ever being me, basically.
But she might say, but I think, Gina, you're being harsh here because as much as what you're saying is correct, everybody that went through that process still managed at some point to get their papers, where no one can say you have to leave. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know, but it was a process, right?
100%.
So who's to say that the people you're talking about now, they're not going to go through that same process? And if at that point when our parents or whoever came and were patterning and the energy was like the energy you're giving and was coming from your people, we wouldn't be in this position long enough to get the papers.
That's true.
So again, it's like...
No, I agree with you.
It's really hard because I'm just like, do you not look in the... It's so bizarre.
Because right now they're even actively trying to, obviously with the visas, Nigerians right now, it's hard to get a visa anyway. Even if you want to come through the legal route, it's very difficult. They've made it very difficult. So I don't know. It's just it's very strange to me.
Like I genuinely watch it and I just think, like, what did I miss here?
You know, seriously.
Like, cause you look like me. Like.
But you know, I think it's also because, like you said, she looks like you. They look like us, yeah, and they're like thinking our parents did go through this route where they did the papers. Yeah, they might have had to hide out for 6 months to a year.
Maybe because your parents were not honest with you about what was going on. Because I'm not naive. I know everything.
Oh,
like, do you know what I mean?
Same.
I wasn't. Like,
it wasn't a comfortable road.
Yeah, so I know what people, do you know what I mean? And like I said, I wasn't born here, neither were my brothers, and I'm not saying we came on boats and whatnot, but it's like, I'm just saying I know that like people really struggled to get here, and obviously, yes, now, like I've got a British passport, great, do you know what I mean? But if the energy was that back then, would we have even survived long enough to even get here? Do you get what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think it's so interesting, especially like the older generation who, like, because I guess for me it's like you're also foreign. I don't care if you were born here. You're like I that's just how I see it. Yeah, like,
and they don't
even if I was born here, I would still always claim to be Ghanaian. That's where my roots are traced back to.
Yeah.
If something changed and they could revoke citizenship and they said go back to where I would go gladly. I'd hop, skip and jump there. And I have somewhere to go back to. Same with you. So I think in the back of my mind, that's why I always think, why do you not think that these people are your bedrooms?
But some of them don't have that to go back to, you know.
Yeah, and that's on them.
No, see, but that's a bit harsh.
How? Because we're at that age now where you can actually, like, no, let me let you land first.
Oh, I was only going to say, because I remember, I think I've mentioned this on the show before. I was watching Desmond's, and I think it was one particular episode in it, where Desmond, he's always been thinking, I need to go back home. Innit? Where they from again? Is it Grenada or something?
Wasn't it Barbados?
Barbados or something, right?
I feel like.
And his mentality was, when we left home, we came to the UK to do what we needed to do, and we always had a dream of going back. And then his wife said, I don't want to go back. Our kids are here. Our grandkids are here.
Brent,
what is
enough.
back there for us? What is back there for us? You know what I'm saying?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you trying to convince me?
Trying to find her husband. Because we saw the black baby.
Is that actually her baby?
Yeah,
though?
exactly.
Is that her baby? How do you know?
No, how do you know?
Because of the comments.
What did it say?
Congratulations on your son's birthday.
Come on.
Did it actually say that?
No,
I
need.
Because the thing is, I didn't have my glasses on at that point. That's what I'm saying. It could have been her niece or nephew or like a. What did it say? Go back. How about that?
To be honest, tell me what you wanted to say, and I'll just say that's what it says.
No, I want you to go back.
What would you want to?
I want the truth.
I just gave you the truth.
No, I don't want your truth. I want the truth.
I'll be showing pictures of her at traditionals.
No, everything.
In her gele.
Would you see Kemi there?
What?
You know what I'm saying? Kemi might not be at these traditional weddings and parties and things like nature anymore. But this woman's still there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's great.
I'm just trying to say that
what?
The image of her being some total sellout might not be accurate.
I didn't, Charlie.
So wait,
she just has anyway.
No, this is what.
Back home,
you're not gonna act like.
No, hold on. Back home on the continent, there's walking and living, breathing coons there.
I know.
You ain't set foot in Britain.
Yeah.
So that don't mean nothing to me.
I understand, but many people act as though this must be the case because she's a reform person. You would say she's reform. Her hair is this way. She must be married to a white man, and she doesn't give a damn about her people no more. But we're seeing certain things that doesn't necessarily correlate with that. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We have to give her a chance, man. You know, again, like I said before, you know what I'm saying? She has that dark trim. You know what I'm saying? Like if she was a Green Party member, none of you will have any of this to say. Not one person. And that's a goddamn lie if you say otherwise. Anyway, there's one more clip, Brent. Light-hearted one. Big up Christy, she sent it to me. Reform have a choir. You know what I'm saying? And they put a lot of work into getting the people to be part of this choir. Sopranos and tenors and baritones and everybody. And this is what they performed for us.
Sure?
Yes, indeed.
And you never walk alone. Come on. You never walk alone. Lift it up, come on. Walk on. Walk on with
inbred.
Oh, that's crazy.
in your heart, and you never walk alone. Never walk.
There you go.
Tommy was like, it's enough. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Well, the economy's going through a very, very tough time. Things are not easy right now.
Yeah, that part. All right, so let's just do the last video and then wrap up our topic of the day, guys.
This because I'm a black man and I was born in this country and I'm British and I'm proud.
We believe in human beings and humanity and in rehumanizing people who are so often dehumanized.
This is the moment that unites all the different struggles.
And I'm a new grandma, so I'm marching for my little granddaughter Hazel because I want her to grow up in a world which isn't full of hate, it's full of hope.
I'm wearing this because I'm a black man and I was born in this country and I'm British and I'm proud.
All right. I feel as though if we took this clip of him saying this, most people might say this is another reform guy. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like he is against all the far-right nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But he's claiming to the core being a British black man. Is that contrary with what you guys' opinions are?
How do I know he's not part of them?
He's not. He's anti-far-right, much. But he's still saying I'm a black man, but I'm British. I'm full-blown British. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe in the nonsense they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as though if we were, again, to walk down the street and see this guy wearing all of this, we think, oh, look at this black guy, another lost soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that get up don't help.
Oh,
Because that's their uniform.
I feel like we've got a lot of work to do in the community.
We like to do the most anyway. So
he's a British man. A lot of you have to remember, a lot of us, especially the first or second generations, they don't know what it's like being back home. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. Guys, that's all I wanted to show you lot. Just wanted to show you guys that it seems as though more and more black people are getting into reform, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think we have to, if we care about our future and we care about being intelligent human beings, we have to just move past the point of just saying, they're sellouts. You know what I'm saying? Interrogate the ideas. Actually make sure that what you're saying makes sense in it. Because it can't just be a case of, they're just sellouts and whatever. Why are they doing this? That's why I brought up the whole thing about the bleaching guy, the guy from South Africa bleaching. Yes, it's a terrible thing for him to do, but he's getting results because of society. Is the issue society? Society is what's making these black people move to reform, because the people that we've relied on and voted for, not the Tories, the Labour Party, the Greens, or whoever the hell, independents, are not doing their job. They're not doing anything by the people. So it seems like they want to get answers, so they're moving to reform. So instead, I'm basically just asking the question: should we blame the system more than we're blaming these black people that are moving? That's all. Yes, bro. What are you gonna say?
My daughter Ro won Trainee of the Week on Tuesday.
Come on. Congratulations, firstly. What day was this? 20.
This was the 31st of July, 2022.
Wow. Okay. Amazing.
It's our daughter.
There we go.
This is our daughter.
Let me not say what I want to say.
Say only good things, please.
Your daughter looks mixed race to me.
The what?
I was got nothing to do with her daughter. What I was gonna say.
Okay.
She looks mixed race to me, but. Okay.
Serious?
Is that dreads?
She looks mixed race to you?
Black to me.
Wow.
She looks black to me.
Wow.
But who's to say that this wasn't before?
Before the term?
Oh, maybe when she was at Labour.
No, obviously she was with a black partner before, and now she no longer there.
Maybe.
She's seen the light.
Wait, what's the child's name?
Ro.
R-O-W-E.
R-O.
Oh, just Ro.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah. I think this has always been a. Because if that was with a black man, respectfully, maybe the name wouldn't be Ro. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been.
Yeah, but Ro can be short for something else.
This is true.
Like you can.
This actually could be Rotimi. What? Am I lying? She's a Nigerian lady.
No, it could, but it's just the fact that you went there. Yes. Me. Like, Rowan, Rowena, like, Rotimi.
Yeah, 100%.
That's so E-man coded, man. So E-man coded.
Is she Yoruba?
I don't know.
Because what's her first name?
CELIA.
CELIA does not sound Yoruba.
Come here, Cecilia.
No.
Yeah, you know we got that.
Well,
I got family.
Hold on.
No.
What do you mean Celia doesn't sound Yoruba? Why couldn't she have an English name and then a Yoruba name?
No, I'm saying when we typically do English names, Celia is not in that.
Okay,
that's what I mean.
Like Emmanuel is very coded.
Yeah.
Right, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean.
They learn that name.
There's particular English names that Yorubas love to go with. It typically it's more so Christian English names that they would tend to go with.
I get you. Okay, fair.
So that's why I was just like, that doesn't seem that she's Yoruba, but yeah. Not that it matters.
Oh. So Timmy is just the end of Rotimi.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm saying, namesake and that.
Fair.
All right, guys. We ain't got much long to the show ends. So let's get into our asking for a friend. Do you know when do you asking for a friend? Damn.
Everything's dropping. Vaseline gone that way. What is that?
The Android, so it lasts.
Gina has the keyboard part of it.
So, Christy, can you throw that to me, please?
What?
How'd you get to stay? Because pull aside that. Oh, it's a long one, isn't it?
Thank you.
All right. So, is my female friend's... Oh, sorry, duh. Is my female friend someone I should drop out? I've noticed my friend has been doing some questionable things, and please tell me if I'm bugging. A bit of background. We've been friends since we were 13 and now we're 26. We both went to Notre Dame. Recently, I've moved away from London and moved to Essex for work, but I still visit often. It's been a year and I've noticed my friend has been quite selective with the friends she chooses to go out with and or be seen outside with. We're both unambiguous dark black skin girls, and I've noticed that she's been more keen to post and go out around her lighter shade mixed race friends. This is something I've observed. There's definitely a pattern with who she goes out to the club with or goes on trips with or parties with. When she's around me, when I'm about, or our other dark-skinned friends, there's no posts, no stories, no eagerness to go into the club. She's not banged her rights, but I feel as if she's gained an unconscious bias with favouring or thinking light-skinned or non-black girls are better to be around because they'll benefit from biracial or mixed or light-skin privilege. That's all packaged under pretty privilege, and if she's with them, her association is going to lead to her having better nights out with them than us. I wonder if at the back of her mind she's disregarded how compatible we are as friends and unacknowledged female-to-female relationships, friendships beyond aesthetics. Normally, 2 to 3 years ago and before we'd go out and there would be no qualms about anything. But it seems as if she's making a semi-conscious decision to hang out with the other group of girls because of what they'll all collectively benefit from. I think she's becoming male-centered and superficial and really shallow because she thinks and equates so much of her fun times in her life recently as being down to her prettiness and the desirability men have for her. Should I drop her out because of how she's moving? Is she deliberately decided not to go out with us because she thinks we're not cute enough? This has never happened to me before. I've never had a girlfriend and thought she's not cute enough to hang around and go out with or be seen with. I know girls do this, but I didn't think she'd be potentially one of them. In my opinion, it's a very patriarchal way to think and sort of feminist way to think. Why, as a woman, are you thinking like a man and categorizing our value on looks and attractiveness instead of acknowledging our character and how good of a friends we are to you? It's very disappointing if this is true. Queen of BOE, what are you telling her? What are you telling her? This young lady, she's 25, by the way.
I checked out.
She's reading the chat.
Yeah, so I didn't pay attention.
Basically, in a nutshell, she feels like, or she suspects her friend of like 13 years.
Okay.
They went to school together. They've been friends since still 13. She moved to Essex, but sometimes comes to London. And she's noticed that her friend now hangs around a different group of girls. They're all mixed or light skinned. And when she
said that specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when her friend goes out, when she's with them, she's always posting on socials and whatnot. But when she's around her and the dark skinned ones, it's like there's nothing. And she feels like her friend basically is like only wants to hang around with the light skinned girls because of pretty privilege and the fact that they'll get a lot of privileges when they go out, like to the clubs and stuff. And she feels like her friend's becoming really male centered. So because of that, she like wants the attention. So if she hangs around these group of girls, she's likely gonna like get that. She can't bang her to rights. This is all you're throwing me off. She can't bang her to rights, but she suspects that this is what's happening. So she's like, should she drop out her friend?
I would interrogate her friend. I would definitely.
Gotta make sure.
Yeah.
I can't ask you a question though, but do you feel like? See, this is what when I was on Free Shots last week, I was saying, yeah, I'm not asking you, I'm just keeping it moving. Because, do you know why? Because if I'm honest with you, I feel like I'm always going to be wrong. Because I can't imagine you, like, with chest, saying, yeah, you're right. I don't want to hang around with you anymore because you're dark skinned and I want to hang around with my light skinned friends because when I'm with them, I get more male attention and we get free drinks and, like, guys flock around me and I'm more popular. You're not gonna say that. You're gonna make it seem as if I'm overreacting or like it's in my head. I don't believe.
Maybe that's not what I would lead with first. I would lead with the perceived separation first, irrespective of the group.
Yeah.
The group dynamics or the group racial dynamics. You've noticed that you're only out with I may not mention that first of all. I need maybe address the separation first, and then we can maybe go into that. But if you're feeling some type of way, but you're in your mind, you think it's that. I will 100%. That's what I'm saying. I would definitely have to have a conversation. If we've been friends since we were 13, and they're 25 now, that's a long time. I would want to question that first. I would definitely want to question that.
I think fair. I think 13 years is a long time, innit? So it's worth actually like having some type of conversation. But I generally do not believe that you're gonna be like, yeah, you're right. I don't think you're gonna do it. So your approach is, it's kind of like going behind like.
And if she's saying the friend's male centered, she must have been male centered with you then, for you to pick that up. I
think so.
Yeah. How you pick it up? When I'm not there.
Because you're for some you're touching that now, but you must have saw something before.
Because otherwise you're just reaching for things.
Oh, okay. Like as in, like she's always been. No, but you know why? I don't think that might be the case though, because for example, yeah, like she said, they were close and like she's moved, like she's moved now, so they're no longer like in the same space and close. So within those 2 to 3 years, you can change. And like,
no, but why is she deeming it male centered? That's what I'm saying. Why is that specific? You're putting that specifically.
Because she said now all her friend talks about. She said it. Hold on. I think she's becoming male-centered and superficial and really shallow because she really thinks and equates so much of her fun times and her life being down to her prettiness and the desirability men have for her.
I can't lie. No. That was there before. You can't tell me all because she moved to Essex. All of a sudden, that is a free.
No, but
come on.
Let me give you an example. Yeah,
because she must have deemed herself the pretty one in the group, and now she's left. She's left, and now now there's an issue. 100% she thought that in the group when she was rolling with you.
Okay, I think two things can be true. Like that can be a thing, but I also do feel like, you know, you could not have confidence, right? Mm-hmm. And then find your confidence. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, when it's like, maybe you didn't think you were pretty before, you never really got male attention, but now you've blossomed and come into your own and people find you attractive. And maybe you never got it before, so now you're getting it. It's kind of like, oh, do you get what I mean?
In 2 years.
I don't see why that can't be the case. Yeah. I think it can. Yeah. The same way, a guy...
A whole body and facelift in 2 years.
The same way you can come into money. You don't need 2 years for that. You can not have money and overnight have a facelift and all of that stuff, because now you can afford to like maintain and live a lifestyle that you want, right? And that can become attractive to people. So now you're getting attention. Men do it all the time, right? Where they like money is what makes them attractive. You see guys and that say, like, you see how a guy moves different to when he didn't have money before and now he's got money. Complete 360. He didn't need 2 years. He just needed money. So to me, what I'm saying is it's not impossible for like that to be a reality. But I do also think it does sound like there is a bit of shade or jealousy, like hidden in there.
Got it.
You know, it's fair to... Oh, is that Osband?
Osband.
How do you know?
It's a special day today.
Oh, big up.
Sorry?
Yeah,
it was a special day. She said, thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
You know what, fair.
You see what I'm saying?
I like to be proven wrong sometimes.
Black folk, come on, man.
But you know what? That still doesn't change the fact that she has really bad hair. So.
She's in a hustle, though. I agree with the person who said hustle. Because all Labour, she had braids and was blonde. But bear in mind, she likes blonde.
She likes blonde.
Yeah, 100%, right? Yeah. But when she started doing the reform, she started doing them straight wigs. Immediately.
I hear it.
So she's on the hustle.
100% believe that.
I mean, she's Nigerian.
Yeah, but there you go.
You understand? Money has to get made. They go up every single time.
Okay.
I'm moving to Wolves just to vote.
By any means necessary, boy. So. Anyway, the dilemma. Sorry.
Yeah. So what we're saying?
I think she should
have a conversation.
She should have a conversation.
Yeah.
Definitely needs to have a conversation. But I don't know how. Because she must feel some type of way about herself.
But even it's projection as well.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. She must feel some type of way about herself.
Projection in there. Why do you think that? Why have you know? Yeah, like why is your brain gone there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think that also needs to be interrogated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
because her focus on that being, she moves with mixed race.
Because obviously, like she said, she can't bang her to rights because of course she can't, right? So the thing is, even when you bring it up, you're gonna come across jealous, insecure, like all of the above, which is why I would just keep it moving.
So this is still on Councillor CELIA Hibbert's account.
No, you know what?
Celebrating Black History Month.
I love that for you.
Kemi wouldn't.
How long ago was that?
This was while she was at Labour, 2021.
I'm saying
she can't be putting up this stuff now.
She might still do. She might. You never know.
No,
I doubt it.
It's still in her heart.
Brent went back to 2021 to find out.
Yeah, she's committed to the hustle.
Please,
you see what I'm saying?
Please. And that could easily changed.
This is what they do, you know. What have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? Why? Oh, God. God, I can't even talk. You understand? Pick up the thing, man. This woman is a Nigerian.
And when was this?
Yesterday.
When was this?
Last October. Last October.
If that was in 2021, when was this?
Same period.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Celia, if you're watching, TDA wants you. We want you to sit down here and we want to give you the respect and understand why it is you decided to go to reform. Let's not render her someone who's just a sellout. There's too much there.
Okay, I'm not doing that. I just want to know about the hair, man.
I never
We can talk about that after the show as well and recommend anyone that you feel is good for her. You understand?
Honestly.
Because we're not perfect. She just might need to just tweak that area. You understand?
Tweak is a bit polite, but yeah.
Yes. You understand? So.
Is there only one?
Yeah, it's only one. I'm looking forward to the conversation with Miss CELIA Hibbert. Maybe on the post if you guys don't want to do it.
I don't. I would.
Responsibilities. Look.
Come on.
Seriously.
We love it.
Look at this black family.
Yep. And this. I was gonna say something crazy. Taking us kids to school. Let me just say that. Very nice. Uniform is very decent. Skirts are where they need to be.
That's the father that's taking the picture.
Thank you very much.
The black father.
Yes, indeed. He was there taking the picture. Come on, man. Anywho.
Okay.
Big up Miss CELIA Hibbert. If she was part of any other party, you'd always say she's amazing, active, mother, and all them things there. Anyway, the last set of headlines, and we can quickly wrap up. All right, guys. So trigger warning on this one. This is about Chris Cabba. So that situation there. This is from The Voice, right? So the Met Police firearms officer who shot and killed Chris Cabba will know by the end of July if he will face gross misconduct proceedings. So Chris Cabba, for those who don't know, is a 24-year-old black man who was fatally shot by Sergeant Martin Blake, who was a Met Police marksman on the 5th of September 2022. 4 years, almost, guys. Insane. In Streatham, 2022. So Cabba was unarmed, and police officers did not know who he was, at the time of the shooting. But yeah, long story short, that's basically what's going to happen, man. The proceedings were put on hold in January 2026. The IOPC announced that the gross misconduct proceedings against the officer who killed Cabba was put on hold. But now they're saying, basically, in July, we're going to know more information. So obviously, we'll keep you guys updated. Next headline. Gunmen have kidnapped more than 50 children from 3 schools in the same town in northeastern Nigeria. Most of those missing are aged between 2 and 5. Is anyone surprised by this? If there's going to be a country that did this, it would be them. Nonsense. And the same damn region, I said it, God damn it. Eyewitnesses who saw the attacks on Friday morning in Musa, Borno State, say the suspects used the children as human shields while fleeing on motorbikes, preventing security forces from opening fire. No group has claimed responsibility for the attacks. Government officials have not responded to the BBC's request for comments, but a press statement issued on Saturday by the Senator Ali Ndume of Borno South said at least 42 children had been abducted from 2 schools. The kidnappings took place at the town's Government Day Secondary School, Musa Central Primary School, and also State Universal Basis Education Board Secondary School. That's where it happened. Some reports suggest that the attacks bore the hallmarks of Boko Haram. Again, is anyone surprised? The Islamist group vying for control over the region against its rival faction, the Islamic State, West Africa province. Yeah, that's pretty much all I need to tell
They're
you.
definitely being propped up.
By whom?
They've been propped up to me. I don't think it's as straightforward just attaching it to Islam or that. They've been propped up to me. There's bigger things at play.
But that's always been the case, though. I don't think that's a recent thing. It's always been the case. All these small groups get funded by other extremists from outside the country. Always. And then they've got people who are inside the government. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm
Facilitating it.
Yeah.
100%. Type in, what's his name? Gumi. Gumi. Not saying he's one of them. I'm just saying that he was caught up in the whole situation because he used to be somebody who facilitated the conversation between these extremists and the Nigerian government. Yeah. So he was the son of, I believe, the Emir of Sokoto.
Abu Bakr Gumi?
That's the guy, I believe. That's the guy, and he's a Islamic cleric, if I'm not mistaken. And so he would always be facilitating that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why are you guys doing so and so? Okay, now let me go and tell that's him, the government, that this is the case, and that's his father on the far right as well. So yeah, anyway. That's another conversation. If you guys are interested, type in his name in YouTube or do your research and stuff. Very interesting stuff, guys. You hear basically what Christy just said. There's stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Either way.
And during Buhari's presidency.
Oh, but that's when.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%.
I think.
Yeah.
A lot of things were.
100%.
A lot of money is being made.
Of course, and always will be. All right, last headline, guys. The WHO, the World Health Organization, has declared the Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda a public health emergency of international concern due to at least 88 deaths and over 300 suspected cases. This declaration concerning the less common virus strain highlights the lack of approved vaccines, or treatments, and the high fatality rate, especially in the under-resourced settings. Africa's CDC's Director General expressed alarm, emphasizing the urgent need for a local vaccine and medicine manufacturing capacity, and warning of global risks due to travel. That's another thing that I think Africa has to sort out their own vaccines, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know certain people, certain industries, certain areas of life have a vested interest in the vaccine area, you know what I'm saying, of things, and try to, do certain things. Let me just leave it there before the stream pops down. And let's go into the reaction, guys, man.
Sorry, wait. The 3 women that died in Brighton?
Yes.
It's come out to be that they're black women.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me because I feel like there's not been much talk.
Yeah. Kelechi put out a post yesterday, I believe. Yes, where she was talking about it. Because, her amazing book, if you guys haven't seen it, read it or heard it on the audio, what's that thing called? Audible. Edge of Hair by Kelechi. She basically talks about it. Obviously it's fiction, but it's based off of real events where people were going missing, and the police would just say, oh yeah, there's nothing suspicious about this, but bear them just go missing their beaches. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wait a minute, is something underhand going on? Is there some spiritual component to this? You know what I'm saying, that we don't know about? But yeah, she set up a database documenting all the names of all these people, like saying, yo, if you know this person's gone missing, because we're not hearing about it on the news. So if you guys have seen it in newspapers, heard about it, family members, unfortunately, things of that nature, this is the database, because I want to do a report on this. So Kelechi herself, so big up our sister Kelechi every single time, she's going to be financing a report to actually go into this and talk about what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll play the clip on the show so you guys can see it and get more information on it. And yeah, there you go, Brent. Thank you for playing that clip. Showing that video. CELIA HIBBERT, you know what I'm saying? Back home, doing what? Anyone will do. You understand? All right. Over the weekend, there were some games, man. Sunday, Man United, they won, man. They beat Nottingham Forest 3-2. Brentford drew at home to Crystal Palace. Leeds beat Brighton 1-0. Everton lost at home to Sunderland 3-1. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Miss CELIA HIBBERT's area, they drew at home to Fulham 1-1. Newcastle beat West Ham 3-1. And today, the big game, man, Arsenal versus Burnley. Any predictions, pardon me?
There's only one outcome.
Come on.
Today.
Come on.
Only one that we can accept.
Yes, indeed.
Only one that we expect.
True, indeed.
So,
come on.
It'll be a win.
All right, then. Well, they 100% better do because the next day on Tuesday, Bournemouth will be taking on Man City, and Chelsea will be against Tottenham. If Chelsea beat Tottenham, is there a chance Tottenham can go down? They still.
West Ham lost
yesterday.
So
thanks a lot, West Ham.
If Tottenham lose, it will still be a precarious ending to the season because the last day would be interesting.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, fair enough.
So if Tottenham win though, then safe.
Yeah.
And you don't expect anything from Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea's rubbish.
Wait, Xabi Alonso just took over, right?
Yeah.
Is that Chelsea?
Yeah.
Okay. Big him up.
I think he's agreed to take over. I don't know if he's going
there yet.
in.
Okay.
To be honest, maybe because they had a caretaker manager.
Okay.
No. Yeah, they did. They got rid of Rosinia.
Okay. So he's in the job right now. See, this will be his first game.
I think he may be. Any Chelsea fans in the chat brave enough to raise your head?
Where you at?
Any Chelsea fans? All right, he's there from summer, so no.
Okay.
So
Thank you, guys. All right. Yes, that's the video from Kelechi. You get to play it now?
Let me play it.
Cool.
Thank you very much, Ed.
Tagging me in the news of 3 black women being found dead in water at Brighton seafront. And the reason I guess you're tagging me is because I've been speaking for years about black people going missing and being found dead by or in bodies of water. I was so concerned about it that I started a Google form where we could record black people going missing and then being found dead by bodies of water in the UK, because I intend to pay myself, commission a report, an independent report to be done to find out why in every case the police will always say that there's nothing suspicious about it. I'm thinking about Blessing Olusegun. She was 21 years old and she was a student from London. She went to do some work, or she worked as a carer, I believe, and she was in Bexhill, by Bexhill seafront, and she was found dead at the beach. And again, the coroner ruled it nothing suspicious, that she died by drowning. She was on her phone to her boyfriend prior to that happening around like 1 a.m. or something, and she'd said to him on the phone, hold on 1 second, and then she didn't come back on the phone. Where they tried to get her mum is that they were like, oh well, she has had a history, Blessing had a history of depression and this, that and the third, so they were like, well, that maybe explains it. And her mum was like, nah, I know my daughter, that wasn't the case. And these people, these family members are saying, I know my person and that wasn't the case, but let me not call them what I want to call them, but the police are there saying, oh, there was nothing suspicious about it. You want to tell me that three black women in this weather in the UK at night time decided to get into the water? I'm not trying to start any quote unquote conspiracy theories, but I'm just asking you to work with me here, because I think that a lot of times what's lacking when these police officers or whatever are doing their investigations is cultural nuance. Right? Cultural nuance. And we saw how they treated Bieber Henry and Nicole Smallman when they were killed in a park years back. The police officers took pictures of their dead bodies and posted it in their WhatsApp groups, and they were laughing. So we cannot trust you to be the ones to tell us what happened to these women. Not really. And so I wrote a book about it. I wrote a novel about it, how to cloak it in science fiction in order to get it over the line, because I want more people to be talking about the fact that black people are going missing, being found dead by bodies of water, and all the police end up telling us is that there was nothing suspicious about it. But there's something very suspicious to me. I don't have any theories. I'm not trying to scare people unduly, but I do think that we deserve the respect as black people in this country to have things looked into more thoroughly. None of this is going to run. And rest in peace to those women. So a lot of you have been tagging me in the news.
So question, Emmanuel, what is the cultural nuance that I keep kind of hearing that she might be alluding to? Because she's been talking about this for years. Even when she did a live show a couple of years ago, again, she mentioned it was all around that. It was a nice little art display that spoke to that exact same thing, right? But I want to know, from her culture, what could it be?
I guess some sort of sacrifice or something, man.
You think so?
Yeah. At least that's what's being somewhat suggested, I guess.
So, would it be...
Is that? I didn't think that's what... I thought she meant the police don't have the cult. Is that what she means? That they don't have the cultural nuance?
See, obviously, I don't put words.
Because she followed up by saying, why would free black women go into the sea, black women go into the sea at that time of night? So I thought she was more speaking to, we're not just going to be going out for a swim.
Yeah, but why is it always happening near the sea? Do you get what I'm saying?
Something's happened, because they're getting drowned or no.
Why are they going to the beach at 1 a.m.? Does that sound normal? That's basically what you're saying. So like something's happening.
I don't think it's normal.
Yeah. So I don't know fully, you know what I'm saying? But just based on, I guess, what I've heard and also reading the book as well, it suggests that there's some sort of
ritual.
To some degree. Something bigger is at play.
Is that a common enough theme in Nigeria? Does it happen amongst certain religious sects or whatnot?
I wouldn't say that. I know of that. Though.
All right, so it isn't a thing.
I can't say it isn't a thing. I can't say that's something I know of though. I just know that if something happens there at the sea, potentially, yes, you will hear, oh, Mami Water did so and so, or something happened. But to say, is it a thing that occurs? I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I won't say that. But remember, like, we're people that find reason in everything, innit? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that's why it's not surprising that when you're hearing that so many of black women are being killed or they're being found near the water, why? Is it a coincidence? She said that, like, she was talking to her boyfriend. But in my head, I was also thinking, why is she talking to her boyfriend at 1 a.m.? You know what I'm saying? Near the beach. No. Just walking on the...
Yeah, but she could be like, I'm walking home. Let me speak to somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm not... And then
I'm
he's
not
saying, oh, let me keep you company while you walk
I guess so, yeah.
where it is.
Of course. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or not. People need to be free and should be allowed to do whatever the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I think also I'm just looking at why this is so strange. You know what I'm saying? Because something's going on.
Yeah, and I remember that case because, how can you're on the phone to your boyfriend and you say 1 second and you don't come back to the phone?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And to say that's not suspicious.
Yeah. So Gina just said, but there's also a thing that black people don't willingly go and play by the water, especially in the dark.
Yes. And I thought like that's what she was more referring to, that's not our thing to be just
That's what I'm saying.
by the water.
Exactly.
More so, like, that's what I'm saying, willingly. Yeah.
Yeah, and Ed says the most common places any murderer discards bodies is by the water.
And that's what I think, right? But if it's a case where this report brings up the disproportionate representation of black women or girls, then there must be a thing in that, regardless of whether the best place for disposal is water or not.
Exactly. It's sad, man. It's sad.
Huey B. Realski says it's not even confirmed they were black.
That was last week's news. So it's been confirmed now.
Are you operating on old firmware? Huey B. Realski?
Yeah.
Because I remember Shadi asked what remember,
exactly. And we didn't know.
And she was, and I was like, because the way they didn't really, I feel like normally if it's their own, they're blatantly saying Sarah or something. They would have said that all three names or something, or the fact that it didn't seem they was really forthcoming with the information was quite strange to me.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, people, it's time to get into the reaction. There's much to say, but I'm going to keep it brief. So, remember that amazing fight that we saw, Brent, the other time? Ward Lee. Huh?
There's a rematch.
There you go. So he has activated now. He has officially activated the rematch clause, and he's saying, yo, I want to get back in the ring against Dubois. Obviously, that will happen probably later in the year, a lot later in the year, because he needs to heal up and then train for the fight. But is that a good idea? I don't know.
I don't know what amount of training he will get in before he fights him again, unless it is that he learns how to box.
And that's not going to happen.
I don't think so.
In that time.
He might try to dispatch this guy quick.
Yeah. Dubois definitely won't fear him as much. Dubois, I think, will be like, okay, cool. He's going to do the same, more of the same. Let me slip the punches. Yeah,
I don't think he would kind of go in so bullishly.
Yeah.
Because he knows that he can take his time and it's dispatching. Bang, 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 bang. If he goes in bullishly, he might catch a thing.
Yep.
And he's not as his neck is not as robust as Wardley.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. I think it's more the same, man. I feel like the boy wins that one. Yeah, but at the same time, if Wardley's gonna get a rematch at some point, it's probably best now. So at least if you do the rematch, there's at least something you gain from it, which is the belt. You know what I'm saying? If you wait a year, 2 years, and Dubois loses that belt, what's the point in the rematch? It's just gonna be for bragging rights, just to get your one back. But there's nothing there that you can gain and move on to greater things and earn more money in the sport, or as much money in the sport, I should say. But yeah, it's brave of him, man. Big him up. AJ had the opportunity, remember, to get a rematch against Dubois. And as much as I love AJ, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So Wardley at least is thinking, cool, I'm gonna go back in there and try to do certain things. Also with the AJ thing, I was already saying he shouldn't do the rematch because AJ's not the same AJ, in my humble opinion. But yeah, that's the situation with that, guys. Dave Allen, I said he's gonna fight on the weekend. Doncaster, he said Doncaster De La Hoya. He fought against Hrgovic, and it was a one-sided beating. Only lasted 3 rounds. Hrgovic got him out of there. He literally didn't do anything. No disrespect to him, but he didn't do anything. And yeah, the ref just kept looking at the corner, being like, "Yo, throw the towel in, man. I don't want to stop this for him." And you know, what's his name? James Moore basically just said, "Yeah, we've had enough," because he didn't do anything. Hrgovic is a big guy, like what, 6'7" maybe. Dave Allen, heavyweight, he's probably like 6'3", 6'4", but still, it was a complete mismatch. But like everyone's kind of thinking, Hrgovic probably that was just an opportunity for Hrgovic to get some rounds in, fight, and also team up for Moses Itama, you know what I'm saying? Which I think would be a good fight for Itama. So yeah, Dave Allen, I believe he's at 42 fights or so. I believe he wants to retire at 45 fights. So yeah, man, he's just trying to become a British heavyweight champion, in my opinion. That's his level. He's domestic. He's a domestic level fighter. And the other fight, Keyshawn, fought against Nair Albright. Remember last week I was talking about Keyshawn and his brothers rushed Nair when his brother lost. Well, Keyshawn got in there. This was the rematch. Keyshawn beat him. Easy. It was pretty easy. But Keyshawn, again, struggled to make weight. He had to go back on the scales. Came down to 140. And after the victory, he said, listen, I'm tired of 140, man. I think I'm going into 147. And after that fight, we even saw text messages from Devin Haney talking about, yo, I want Keyshawn. So that would be a sick fight. Haney's smart. If he's going to fight Keyshawn at 147, probably do it right now, where he's getting used to the weight, and Devin Haney will have the size advantage. But yeah, that's basically what happened on the weekend. I don't think there was anything else. I didn't watch the Ronda Rousey fight. Am I mistaken in thinking that Conor McGregor came back? I'm not too sure. Chat, let me know if that happened. I feel like I saw something somewhere. But yeah, obviously Conor McGregor had his time in it, so I'm not too invested in that, guys. But that's pretty much it, man. I think that is it. Yes, it is. Obviously on the weekend as well, we've got Usyk is back. Usyk is going to be fighting Rico Verhoeven, who basically dominated kickboxing, but now wants to come into the ring against the greatest heavyweight champion for the last 10 years or so. So it's going to be a one-sided beating, obviously. And yeah, we'll see what happens, man. At least Usyk has the opportunity to make more money, man. Why not? He's going to do it in Egypt, near the pyramids. But yeah, that's going to happen on the weekend. But yeah, that's it.
McGregor's back in July.
In July, okay, cool. Yeah. All right, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it, Brent.
John Jones said he's trying to get out of his UFC deal so he can join MVP to fight Ngannou.
Wow, okay, nice one. John Jones, the legend. But yeah. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Remember, we got the pulse today, guys. We got the pulse. Am I saying it right? Pulse. Yvette says, the Observer newspaper said, polygons confirm whether clothed or in swimwear. What's that reference to? Is that about the...
I think Mel asks if they were found in...
Okay.
Clothes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it's been a good one. I hope everyone is good and has a good start to the week. And yeah, I guess we'll see you guys at 11-ish. We're going to be doing a pulse, you know what I'm saying? And also, yeah, got a bunch of other stuff.
All right. Please be kind to one another. Drink plenty of water. And mind your mother effing business. There's supposed to be Emmanuel on the pulse. There's supposed to be Shadi on the pulse, and there's supposed to be Yusuf on the pulse today. Shadi is at 4, I believe, or 5 p.m. and Yusuf is at 8 p.m. He's doing a watch along. Huh?
Stacked lineup.
Yeah, it just means that I have to know. Anyway, goodbye.
Peace.
Later.
Toodles.